When allegations first emerged connecting Lil Baby to gang violence in Atlanta, his initial response was brief and confident. Now, very strong evidence has come out in court that could put him in jail for life, and it's a whole different story.
They had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
Before Baby and his team react, they need to be sure the feds don't know too much already. So, what else do the feds know? Let's find out. From dismissal to defense. In February 2025, following a police press conference that implied his involvement in events leading to the deaths of 2 teenagers, Lil Baby took to Instagram with a succinct message: "Thanks for all the concerns. Please don't be misinformed by fake news. I'm overly good." This casual dismissal reflected the position of someone who didn't appear particularly concerned about the allegations. At that point, the accusations were primarily about his music video shoot in May 2024, allegedly sparking gang violence, a connection many viewed as tenuous at best.
Some heavy allegations to put on somebody just because they went to shoot a music video.
This sentiment was widely shared across social media, with many fans and industry figures questioning how filming a music video a legal activity could make someone responsible for subsequent violence committed by others. Lil Baby's legal team, led by prominent attorneys Drew Finling and Marissa Goldberg, reinforced this dismissive stance with a more formal statement to the media. They called the police's reference to Lil Baby complete and total nonsense and vigorously defended their client's right to film in his hometown. To say that he couldn't shoot a music video in his hometown, a place that he loves and has continued to uplift, is disgraceful. Even more, the location for a major music video shoot is a decision made by a professional team and is not a decision made by any individual. This initial response strategy centered around 3 key arguments. 1. Challenging the very premise that filming a music video could make someone responsible for subsequent violence. 2. Diffusing responsibility by noting that video location decisions involve production teams, not just the artist. 3. Emphasizing Lil Baby's positive relationship with Atlanta and commitment to uplifting his community. The strategy appeared effective initially, with many observers viewing the police allegations as overreaching. However, the legal landscape shifted dramatically on April 1, 2025, when Atlanta gang investigator Marissa Vivivero took the stand in a courtroom proceeding related to the Goodfellas gang case. During this testimony, Vivito presented wiretap evidence allegedly capturing conversations about tickets or bounties that Lil Baby had placed on people's heads.
To have them arrested?
Harmed or killed.
And who were they referring to in that portion of the call?
They were saying that they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
Dominique Jones wanted to have people harmed?
Correct.
All right.
This testimony represented a quantum leap in the seriousness of the allegations. No longer was Lil Baby merely being connected to violence through a provocative video location. Now, there was alleged wiretap evidence of murder-for-hire discussions involving his name. Notably, as of April 3, 2025, neither Lil Baby nor his legal team has issued a formal public response to these specific wiretap allegations. This silence stands in stark contrast to their quick and dismissive reactions to the earlier, less serious claims. Behind the scenes, however, the situation appears to be taking a toll, as discussed by commentators in a recent video.
Yesterday, they said there was rumors circulating that Lil Baby got arrested. And then it comes to find out, I guess Lil Baby didn't get arrested. So
Well, I don't think he got arrested. It was one cloud-chasing girl.
Nah, it was multiple people.
I don't think it was.
They said
she started it.
They said Rico. They said there was a Rico.
Nah, they said he was picked up in federal custody.
That's what I'm saying. It was for questioning.
Pending.
Yeah.
These rumors of arrest, while apparently premature, indicate the heightened level of attention and concern surrounding Lil Baby's legal situation. While he hasn't been arrested, the speculation about potential questioning by federal authorities signals how serious the situation has become. The key factor elevating the danger level for Lil Baby is the hearsay nature of the recording. According to Viverito's testimony, the wiretaps captured an unidentified individual known as UNK. Speaking with Keontae Sanders about what they believed or had heard regarding Lil Baby placing bounties on people, not Lil Baby himself, discussing or ordering such action.
An unidentified male that was being referred to as Unc.
And he's speaking with Mr. Sanders.
The relationship between Sanders and Lil Baby adds another complex dimension to the case. Previous reports indicated that Sanders allegedly planned to extort Lil Baby for $5 million, suggesting an adversarial relationship that could give Sanders motive to spread damaging claims about the rapper.
Just one last question. So who tried to extort Lil Baby allegedly? So allegedly, one of the opposing gang members, who's like higher ranking in the gang, he was telling his girlfriend on one of the recorded calls that he planned to he was seeking revenge on Baby, like I mentioned earlier, and part of that was going to be to extort him for $5 million when he came home from prison. I don't know what the extortion would be, like what he was going to try and hang over his head, but that was what they recovered from these phones and
This extortion angle could potentially be crucial to Lil Baby's defense, as it suggests Sanders might have had motivation to falsely implicate him in criminal activities. Another potential defense angle involves questioning Vivito's credibility as a gang expert. During the ongoing Young Thug YSL trial, Viva Verito faced significant criticism and judicial scrutiny for her testimony.
At this point, bro, we gotta stop using like Verito the Vixen as a gang expert or as anybody credible, bro. Like, have y'all forgotten like the YSL trial where even the judge got frustrated at Verito because Verito was on that stand, bro, spewing nonsense, dodging questions, being uncredible.
I think he...
Go ahead and explain it now, because the jury's not in here.
Yes,
we're just trying to sort out what
I
it
think
is.
from my understanding of Mr. Stillwell back in that time, he was under the impression that the Donovan Thomas case had been, that they were going to beat it, like they were about to beat it, or was beat, or it wasn't going to be an issue. I didn't want to say that because I didn't know.
Well, that's good that you didn't say that. But that's not the question that he asked at the time.
At this point, bro, we got to stop using like Burrito Vixen as a gang expert or as anybody credible, bro. Like, have y'all forgotten like the YSL trial when even the judge got frustrated at Vero because Verito was on that stand, bro, spewing nonsense, dodging questions, being uncredible? I think he go ahead and explain it now because the jury's not in here. We're just trying to sort out what I think from my understanding of Mr. Stillwell back in that time. He was under the impression that the Donovan Thomas case had been that they were going to beat it like they were about to beat it or was beat or it wasn't going to be an issue. I didn't want to say that because I didn't want, well, that's good that you didn't say that. But that's not the question that he asked.
So yesterday we talked about Lil Baby, and you guys had a lot of questions in the room that I couldn't answer at the time because of what was given via the police press conference. So Fox 5 Atlanta has actually retrieved the arrest warrant. So remember I told you guys that yesterday in that press conference when they called out the rapper who they say they're going to make sure, has these consequences because of the part that this person played in what they're now calling this gang war that resulted in multiple deaths. And then there was this arrest warrant that had Dominique Jones' name in it. Dominique Jones is Lil Baby. So that linked him to this conversation. So Fox 5 Atlanta went and retrieved the arrest warrant themselves, and they are now saying that after seeing this arrest warrant, they're able to specifically point to the other gang. Yesterday in that press conference, the police only named one gang, OMF, only My Family, but according to this arrest warrant, 4PF, which is Four Pockets Full, which we know at one time was Baby's label. It was a crew that he was running around with until he changed the name of the label back in 2024 to Glass Window Entertainment. It's also being named as the opposing gang in this rivalry that the police are alleging is.
This exchange from the YSL trial shows the judge expressing frustration with Viva Verito's testimony, which could potentially be used to challenge her credibility in interpreting the wiretap evidence and gang terminology in the Lil Baby investigation. While these legal maneuvers may be happening behind the scenes, Lil Baby appears to have taken a more proactive approach to his business affairs. In December 2024, months before these allegations became public, he rebranded his 4 picofarads, 4 Pockets Full label, to Glass Window Entertainment.
Let's break down exactly what's going on. These are Lil Baby ops, arch nemesis of 4PF, the Goodfellas, and they're currently going through the process of being officially indicted for.
This rebranding decision takes on new significance in light of the recent allegations as it created distance between Lil Baby and a name that authorities have now explicitly identified as a gang in legal proceedings. What's clear is that as the allegations have escalated from a provocative music video location to potential murder for hire plots, Lil Baby and his team have transitioned from casual dismissal to what appears to be careful strategic preparation. The silence following the wiretap revelation speaks volume. This is no longer a situation to be brushed off with an Instagram post or press statement. The legal playbook. The legal situation confronting Lil Baby and his attorneys is daunting, particularly in the wake of gang investigator Marissa Vivivero's court testimony about wiretapped conversations allegedly discussing tickets or bounties placed by the rapper on people's heads. The stakes are clearly high, with commentators noting that authorities appear to be building toward a RICO case.
What, in your experience, do you know what tickets are?
A price on somebody's head.
What do you mean by what do you mean on somebody's head? What is that?
Like a bounty.
This commentary highlights a critical aspect of Lil Baby's situation. Authorities are already pursuing RICO charges against his alleged rival, the Goodfellas OMF gang, which often signals that similar charges may be coming for the other side of the conflict. Even if the wiretaps are deemed admissible, Lil Baby's team has multiple avenues to challenge their significance. The most obvious is the hearsay nature of the recordings. They reportedly capture others discussing what they believe about Lil Baby rather than direct communications with or from him.
That they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on.
This distinction is crucial. The wiretaps don't appear to capture Lil Baby ordering hits or placing bounties himself. Just others discussing rumors or beliefs about his actions. This creates significant space for his defense team to argue that these claims lack credibility or were fabricated by individuals with their own motivations. Another critical aspect of the defense strategy likely involves challenging the prosecution's interpretation of slang terms used in the recordings. The term tickets was characterized by Vivarito as referring to bounties or prices on people's head.